He's not my boyfriend. He's too young to be my boyfriend. So he's too young to be my boyfriend. So are y'all jealous because I'm in the same room as him or what?
Today, we are diving into an absolute fever dream that is Ash Trevino, TikTok's most infamous, unhinged, and questionable mother of the year. For those of you lucky enough to have not stumbled across this woman's chaotic online presence, let me introduce you to the walking definition of bad decision in human form. Ash Trevino, a 36-year-old mother who has built a, let's call it, unique reputation online for dating significantly younger men.
You gonna come with us to LA?
Potentially,
You gotta be 19 and older. I'm just kidding.
Engaging in TikTok e-baiting, and most importantly for making us question the state of humanity. So buckle up, grab your emotional support snack, and let's dive into this absolute train wreck of Ash Trevino. But before we do that, do not forget to subscribe and like this video to not miss out on many more, let's just say, special cases. Alright, let's get into this madness. Ash Trevino proudly calls herself an inmate hopper, which means she exclusively dates men who have done time behind bars. So if your Tinder profile does not include mugshots and parole dates, sorry, you're not her type. She has been married twice that we know of and has dated over 30 ex-convicts. Yes, you heard that right, 30. That's not dating, to be honest. That's running a halfway house with extra steps. Her first marriage was to her high school sweetheart, the father of her 2 kids, but tragically he did pass away from leukemia. And how did Ash grieve? With dignity, with respect? Oh, no. She went on TikTok live singing about his death like it was an audition for America's Got Talent.
Fuck my baby daddy. Fuck my baby daddy. Oh, mine's dead.
Some people come to TikTok before seeking therapy, and that's where the problem really starts. Then she married husband number 2, an incarcerated man she tied the knot with in 2019. The entire relationship existed through prison, cell phones, how romantic, and poorly written letters. Unsurprisingly, this marriage also ended in fumes because, choosing life partners from a prison dating pool doesn't exactly scream happy ever after. So you may be asking the same question as me: how did Ash Trevino even become internet famous? Well, it all started when she live streamed the release of one of her inmate boyfriends, Jesse, and let me tell you, people were hooked. It was like watching a low budget reality show that never got greenlit, but somehow made it onto our screens anyway.
Plans to meet his daughters not anytime soon.
look,
When the time is right, it'll happen, but right now it's not
okay,
right.
look, listen,
People tuned in out of sheer morbid curiosity, wondering how much of a mess this would become. And then, plot twist, Jess dumps her 2 weeks after getting out of prison because he felt catfished. Ouch, even behind bars, this man had higher standards than we expected. So to cope with the breakup, Ash Trevino did the logical thing. Faked a pregnancy. No, really. She started going on TikTok live, dropping crypto hints about maybe being pregnant.
Answer yes or no if I'm pregnant. That's not what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to wait. Y'all are not important.
While accidentally admitting she was on her period.
Cramps, like pains. And I just got off my period. And
like, sorry ma'am, that's not how science works. And if faking a pregnancy wasn't bad enough,
oh, guess what? I'm not pregnant.
she did all this in front of her 2 teenage daughters. Yep, just casually trauma dumping on her own kids live for the world to see. But don't worry folks, it gets worse.
I have charging.
Yeah, charging. Oh, you don't need that when you have me.
So much worse. Enters Santosh, a 19-year-old TikTok wannabe influencer who somehow found himself trapped in Ash's orbit.
Ever would I ever touch you?
exactly.
How does that make you feel? Oh, he's 22. I'm 35.
19 or 22?
I'm 22.
Gentleman is 19 years old. Okay.
19, yes, I'm 19.
Now let me remind you, Ash is 36. This age gap isn't just questionable, it's a whole Olympic sport in red flags waving. And what makes this so much more worse and gross is Santosh was her daughter's crush.
And how everybody's saying that he was my daughter's crush, I never knew that. If I would have known that she liked him, I would have never talked to the boy. Okay?
Let that sink in. Imagine being a teenager and liking a guy only for your own mother to swoop in and start dating him. I mean, someone called Child Protective Services. And to make things even more horrifying, Ash went on TikTok bragging about her intimate moments. And let's just say it was traumatizing for all of us.
I've already seen his baby. That's you. I told you that. And he's already seen my nunu.
Stop it. Get some help.
Naturally, Santosh moved on to someone his own age, good for him, but Ash did what any mature adult would do, spent hours crying about it on TikTok Live. And let's talk about money because that is the true root of everything that is the problem.
Baby, my subs!
Ma, can you shut up? I was just about to talk.
That these people get paid for this type of behavior, so they continue to do it and profit off it. Ash has perfected the art of TikTok begging, spending hours on live stream begging her followers for gifts and cash out. And guess what? People actually send her money.
Rent money right here. My rent money. My landlord's here.
Now, does she use it to improve her kids' lives?
Lord, I show some food, please. How cold is it here? Hold on. Let me see how cold it is. Thank you for the roses. It's 40.
Maybe buy them proper beds.
My freaking room. They come and leave my living room a mess. They leave my kitchen a mess. And now they're in my freaking room.
Hi. What are you doing in here? Excuse me, can you please get out of my room? Hey, there's another room right there.
Oh, so y'all want me to go over there, but there's 2 vanities over there and I only have 1.
Yeah, and the air mattress over there. Yeah.
So y'all want me to go over there?
Yeah, why not?
Nope, she instead blows it on Louis Vuitton bags, first class flights.
Finna fly first class. It's $1,300 to fly first class.
For what? You're going to be sitting in the same chair that you're going to fart in.
And random trips to Disney World. Oh, yeah, she went to Disney World without her kids, by the way. That's right, she flexed free child Disney vacation, claiming her kids had school.
Just started school like a couple weeks before, and I couldn't take them, or else I would have, to be honest. And I really wanted to take them. I felt so bad, but I FaceTimed them the whole time I was there. I was FaceTiming them, sending them pictures. I bought a whole bunch of stuff for them. I FaceTimed my nephews. So yeah, my niece, like my parents. I FaceTimed everybody. I was enjoying that with them. So I never once left them out.
But let's be real, she just didn't want to take them with. And just when you think it cannot get worse, Ash started dating a literal murderer. Yes, you heard that correctly. Her latest prison bae, Francesco, convicted of murdering 2 teenage girls. And instead of, I don't know, maybe protecting her daughters, she's out here defending him online, saying he's innocent.
Rip to those who lost their lives.
Madam, be so for real right now before I lose it. Can you imagine being her daughters watching their mom date a convict killer while they out here sleeping on air mattresses? And from everything I've seen, it's so clear she suffers with main character syndrome. And just to give y'all a clear understanding of everything, Ash has been married twice. She's dated over 30 felons. She's faked a pregnancy to keep her ex. She's dated her daughter's crush and bragged about it. She spends all of her money on Louis Vuitton bags and vacations instead of on her kids. She is now dating a little convicted murderer. And at this point, Ash isn't just a TikTok personality. She's a walking PSA for why common sense is on life support.
Bad Moms Club, bro. Bad Moms Club. DJ, what is that, man? Nothing. If you know, you know.
So let's talk about Ash's latest viral moment, her appearance at the Bob House. Now, if you don't know what's the Bob House, let me break it down real quick. It's essentially a content house for OnlyFans creators, which is already an interesting place for a mother to bring her kids. But hey, who am I to judge? Oh wait, that's why you literally Now, firstly, I find it funny that Ash didn't take her kids to Disneyland but was very very quick to take them to the bomb houses. But Ash did not bring her 2 daughters there for no reason. They did an appearance on a 1-hour podcast together. And let me tell you, the internet had a field day with this one. The title of the podcast was The Worst Mom on TikTok. That alone tells you everything you need to know. So of course, I had to sit through the whole thing because that's my job, although I work for free because I'm not actually monetized because of you guys not watching my videos. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. But while going through the podcast, what did I find? Absolute gold. The interview starts with Ash being asked about her backstory, and right off the bat she hits us with the gem. I was actually a prison wife.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family. Give me the rundown. How did you get into TikTok and how did you start social media? Give me the backstory. Who is Ash Trevino?
So I first started actually my TikTok back in 2019. Nobody ever
pre-COVID.
Yeah, they don't know that. But I was actually a prison wife. So yeah, that's why they call me the inmate hopper.
And I was a bit confused because I thought they were high school sweethearts. But yeah, you heard that right. She was a prison wife, not a college roommate, not a high school sweetheart. Nope, straight up prison wife. And she said it with pride in front of her kids. Now, I don't know about you, but if my mom sat me down and said, hey, I used to be a prison wife, I would simply log out of life. And the host, Camilla, bless her soul, is just there sitting trying to process what she just heard. Meanwhile, Ash is here talking about how she's been with prison guys up until this year, and now she has a free boyfriend. And when asked how she met him, of course it had to be from TikTok.
You like them felons?
Yeah, I mean, I've been with them up until this year. So yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't think about going on Hinge, Tinder?
So now, actually, I do have a guy that I talk to that is free.
Oh, period.
And
We love a little freaking.
Yes, and I met him on TikTok.
I think they have something to say.
Now I'm happy for her, and I really do hope that her boyfriend is, not 19 years old and actually her age. Now let's take a pause right here. Imagine being Ash's kid sitting next to your mom while she brags about being a prison wife and a inmate hopper on a very public platform with a very big creator. Like, the second-hand embarrassment was just too much for me. You can literally see it on their face. At this point they're laughing, but not at a haha mom, you're so funny way, and more of a mom, please stop before they talk about taking us away from you with child protective services. And then came the question, how do you handle all the controversy? And Ash's response is classic Ash. Oh, she's so funny, so different, where she says, I'm always going to be the villain in their book.
Like, what goes through your head when people are like, oh, she's a bad mother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happens?
So, like, I try to tell everybody, but of course, I'm always going to be the villain in their book. Right. They've already got this persona that they have of me, and that's just who I am.
Ma'am, you are not a misunderstood anti-hero. This is not a tragic redemption arc. The reason people call you the worst mom on TikTok is because, well, you act like it. Your kids sleep on air mattresses while you flex your Gucci bags and keep dating dudes barely older than them.
Did you do stuff with Santos to where he would feel it's appropriate to lick your rose toy because perhaps he's been there down there before?
So, yes, we have done stuff.
Okay.
Twice. 2 separate occasions.
With a 19-year-old boy?
I didn't know he was 19 at the time.
So this is before you knew?
Yes.
Claimed before you knew?
Literally. Like, we did it twice, and it was literally before Christmas, so...
That's disgusting.
It is. I regret it.
I'm disgusted
in myself.
I'm disappointed in you.
That is freaking gross.
I agree. We can agree on that.
Literally.
Now let's talk about Ash's take on her daughter's social media fame. Camilla asks if Ash is jealous of her daughter's success. Ash's response, no, I'm proud of her. I even bought her a Gucci bag when she hit 900k followers.
And there's a lot of people saying that she's jealous of me because...
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. There's like nothing to be jealous of. I mean, I am her daughter, and they say I look like her, so there's nothing much different from us. Not that I have more followers than her. Maybe that's why.
Oh, so you think she's jealous of you because she has more followers?
You know, I would have had over 1 million and something
Woulda,
followers.
coulda, shoulda, girl. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But
She
then
got
I
a
did that
million.
mass unfollowing, and then they took my account. So of course,
You
but
hear
no,
that?
I
That
am
sounds like-
very. No, it does not. I am very proud of her though. Like I bought her a Gucci purse when for her was it 900K or 800K? Bought her a Gucci purse. Like what 15-year-old literally?
Not my ass. I had Barbies.
Exactly.
My Barbies didn't even have a Gucci purse.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, I'm not jealous of her. I'm blessed to be able to give her the life that I've always wanted as a little girl.
Like, oh, cool, that totally makes up for everything. Forget stable housing, forget privacy, forget basic boundaries between mothers and daughters. As long as she's got a Gucci bag, she's living the dream, right? And then we have one of the wildest moments in the podcast. Ash reveals that she lost her job recently. And why, you may ask? Because people on TikTok sent her boss a video of her flashing the camera.
Be a topic of conversation with her friends if it wasn't for your online presence. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Like if you worked a regular 9 to 5 in a regular job where it wasn't plastered all over social media and you weren't one of the most controversial people right now, there wouldn't be anything to fight about. And then to sit here and be like, oh no, like it's not me at all. Like
I did have a 9 to 5.
There has to be some accountability though.
Yeah, I did have a 9 to 5.
And was this happening anyway?
It was still happening. Yes. I've worked at my last job that I had. I worked there for 6.5 years up until December 23rd of this past December 2024.
You were working.
I got fired.
Fired?
Yes.
For what?
The trolls from TikTok literally sent my owner a video of me showing my nip. Yes. Yes. So they fired me.
Your boss saw your nipple.
Literally.
Yes, that's right. She lost her job because she was drunk on live with her 19-year-old boyfriend and had a little oopsie, and the internet did what the internet does best, exposes her.
And then somebody took a picture of me at my desk and posted it all over TikTok. One of the patients did.
Wait, where did you work?
I worked at a dental office in Arlington, Texas.
How did that even happen?
What?
The slip.
I was drunk on live with Santos.
God, bro.
Yes. I'm gonna do the walk of shame now.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed for that because I regret ever meeting Santos.
And like I mentioned in my previous videos, this is not about trolls ruining her life. This is about a grown woman making reckless choices and facing the consequences for them. If you're out here getting wasted on live, slipping it up and blaming the haters, then that's not the internet's fault. That's a you problem. And the kicker is she doesn't take accountability. That's all the troll's fault. Meanwhile, her kids are just in the background, probably wishing they had a new identity and a relocation program. Another interesting question I found was when Camilla straight up asked Ash if she exploits situation for views, and Ash, without skipping a beat, says, yeah, that's the game. And much as I agree that people have made rage bait content so popular that people are making big bucks from it, I have to say this isn't a game. This is real life, and you have real life children, and you just admitted on a podcast that you do things for clout. And then she tries to backtrack and says, oh, but not with my kids, I don't exploit them.
Do you think that maybe sometimes she can exploit situations to get views?
I'm gonna be real, yeah.
Because that's the game. But that's your kid.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
I don't do it with them. I mean, I don't really like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if y'all have anything to say about the kids, I'm not answering it. If anything, I protect them now. When they come in my room, I cover the camera. When they're around, I don't film them.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and used it for views regarding the kids? Would you feel like maybe she has done that ever?
Yeah, but not me, my sister. You've taken her when she was sick and you were begging for money.
When?
You said send the Galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's because, that was like a while back though. But you weren't even in the hospital.
Yeah,
You were
but
just
no, but I still didn't like that.
Yeah.
Because
But we've already.
But you wanted my information out for a Galaxy.
Girl, you literally brought them to a Bob house. You let them sit in the podcast where you talk about your prison boyfriends, your dating life, and your social media drama. Whether you like it or not, you're putting them in the public eyes in ways they shouldn't be. Like, guys, this literally mind boggles me that Ash Trevino is out here making headlines for all the wrong reasons, still refusing to take accountability, and somehow acting surprised when the internet holds up a mirror to her actions. And look, at the end of the day, I don't think anyone actually wants her to fail. People just want her to do better, to be a better mom, to set a better example, to, I don't know, stop flexing Gucci bags while her kids sleep on air mattresses.
Do you have beds?
Well, I don't live with my mom.
But at your mom's house?
No.
And I find it so bizarre that she was willing to take the mattresses that the host Camilla was offering when she is flexing all this money on TikTok Live.
They can't build it.
I'll pay for it. Y'all are gonna have 2 mattresses. You're gonna have a whole 9. Okay, we're gonna do a room makeover. I'm being for real. I'm gonna insert the receipt from IKEA, whatever.
I literally wish I was lying right now when the host Camilla offered to buy her daughters beds. Simple needs that every household has, especially if you want to flex so hard about going on first class and booking in expensive places, going to Disney Worlds, but at your house you don't have beds for your daughters. Even if they don't stay all the time, like, just get them the dang beds that everyone keeps going on about. And while watching this whole podcast, I feel like she acts like she's the daughter. I'm talking about Ash, acts like she's the daughter and her daughters are the parent, like it's some kind of Dr. Phil therapy moment that is going on right now. It's nothing funny or something she should feel cute about or feel like, oh, I'm such a cool mom. It's literally embarrassing that your child is out here feeling some type of way and you think like everyone's laughing with you, but they're actually laughing at you and shocked that you are giggling over some serious questions that the internet is waiting to hear your response to. And as much as we clown and make videos about them, I always try to remember these are real people and what they're doing has real consequences to them. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments what you think about this whole mess. Until next time, stay sane, stay hydrated, and for the love of all things good, don't go live drunk on TikTok. Peace.